Hello, it is I, Robert Florence, aka Collisionist, or Collisionist, aka Robert Florence, because you know it's all one and the fucking same. So, as always, here's another upload of my inner insights. Ha. And, of course, still going over chapter 1 of Neville Goddard's Law and Promise. How I would present it. Yes. In my own expression, in my own terminology. Just as every other spiritual text has always done. So, let us begin. Objective reality. To be seen as separate from me, and me separate from you, or even seen as separate from the environment itself. Yet, is it that's really the case, since we are the created, who creates, conditioned to create, and creating the conditions? I say this because even ourselves seem to be programmed just as we are, unknowing, to just come together. To come together with no question, leading to a result like pregnancy to birth, a seed to sprout, and ideas to come alive. Those ideas become concepts, and concepts turn into a story. Because every single fucking object has sprung forth from creation itself. Yay, woo, celebration, good times, bad times, all the same, because time is just another concept. And just as you're doing, because every single fucking object has sprung forth from creation itself, just as you're doing right now. Creating your conditions and your conditions creating for you. For me, personally, I would be aware of what I was saying, what I was feeling, what I was responding with, and how I was reacting, yet never committing to new conditions. No, never really committing to it. I was aware, yes, I was aware of how I was, of who I was being, how I was reacting, even to thoughts itself, because I would stop and think, whoa, well, where did that come from? Comes quite autonomous, now doesn't it? How feeling projects like that. How we're defined by who we surround ourselves with, and what we think about, and everything else. So, since I'm never committing to the new conditionings, and yet I was aware of the old patterns, accepting them as old, yet, would still catch myself. This is why I'm this way. That's my excuse. I am this way because so-and-so. What happened in the past, or what I've experienced, because, this always happens to me because, so sad. And there's truth to that, yet it led to me here right now. Right the fuck now, to have these realizations. So why should I keep bringing up my past as an obstacle? As an obstacle. Why do I keep bringing up my past as a fucking obstacle? It's not the conditioning. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not an obstacle. It's the conditioning that I underwent and chose to follow. Even when I passed my perceived obstacles, such as school, such as the environment, and such as the people in my life, or even the people around me. And to make that further clearer, of course, the people in my life. You know, this narrative I'm following. I'm going to encounter people in my life, as in Perhaps it's a short encounter, perhaps it's a long encounter, but I'm interacting. And who I'm interacting with is who I'm inviting into my circle. Like the parts I accept of myself, and like the parts I neglect of myself. I will see it in others because I know it. And while they may be going through a different situation, perhaps the feeling is familiar, the same. And then, of course, the people around me, it's the ones I keep in a circle. And that too changes out. How I would define them. In fact, I don't stick with the same definitions for someone each day because my feelings do alternate as we do change each and every moment to what we're exposed to what we're choosing, what we're allowing to express. What do we want to bring in that's new? I always learn something new about someone every day, including myself. And the people around me, it's what I project, and they reflect back, and I do the same. We're all just concepts running around. Constructs of consciousness. Ooh. Part of the collective. Sharing and expressing our differences in a multitude of ways or infinite ways because all the varieties. So yes, that's what I have to share today. Lovely, isn't it? As always, do have fun with what you're doing, and if you need to raise the bar of intensity, like I have been, that's fine. In fact, I'm in a tranquil, raging state. Tranquil, raging state. And what do I mean by that? It's just a force of nature I'm feeling within. It feels so natural. And by rage, if I want to remove that word, I just call it intense, passionate focus. That's what I'm feeling. It's a burning sensation. 100% zero in on something and ride that flow with such intensity. Because I'm it. And it's tranquil because I still feel peaceful inside, no matter how fast or slow I'm moving. But when it's raging, it's an intense feeling. So have fun, as always. What are you funding yourself into? What is it you're funding? Within yourself. Go ahead and let loose. As always. Enjoy yourself in any way possible. And know you can always expand. Because life is always growth. Or, if you want to go more esoteric, shift into what you desire. Make it happen now. Simple choice is that.